So this system, I would rewrite it first. So I'd keep this one the same. The second one, I'd move the x to the other side. So I'd add x to both sides. You really like to have your variables on one side, your constants on the other. And if you're going to solve this by elimination, then you want to cancel something out. So if I multiply this equation by -1, I'll get this. And if I add that to the first equation, then the y's are going to cancel out, right? And that's going to be the elimination part. And if I add these, I just get x. And, oh, I forgot my negative on the 7 there. And then 10 minus 7 would be 3. So you get x equals 3. If you're going to use substitution, it's already set up for substitution because the y has already been solved for. So y is equal to -x plus 7. So I could plug that in to this y in the first equation. So you get 2x plus y, but instead of y, I'm going to write -x plus 7. And that's equal to 10. So I would solve this equation, 2x minus x is x. Subtract 7 from both sides, you get the same x value. And then you plug that in, both of these, you'd plug x equals 3 in to find the y. So if I plug in 3 for x, I get y has to be 4. So both methods, you get 3, 4. For the graph, you can use the y-intercepts. So for, let's do the second equation. For this equation, if I plug in 0 for x, I get 7 as the y value. So that's this point. This in green. So that's 0, 7. And if I plug in 0 for y, and I move x to the other side, I get x equals 7. So I get 7, 0 as well. So this line is y equals -x plus 7. And if I do the first equation, if I plug in 0 for x, I get y equals 10. So that's 0, 10 up here. And if I plug in 0 for y, divide both sides by 2, I get x equals 5. So that's this 5, 0 here. So this is 2x plus y equals 10. And if you graph them, you're just looking for the intersection point. That's the x and y value that's on both lines. So that's the one that satisfies both. And that's at 3, 4. That's the same answer we got by the elimination method and the substitution method. So these two parts are just trying to get you to pick the right way to go about solving the problem by using the different methods, substitution or elimination. All right, I hope that helps.